Burnout doesn't just drain your energy, it drains your softness. Today is day 17, and we're talking about something that affects almost every high achieving woman that I've ever worked with: burnout. And more importantly, how burnout disconnects you from your feminine energy. I'm Dr. Nicole, and as someone who's experienced burnout personally and worked with hundreds of women through it professionally, I need you to understand this. Burnout isn't just about being tired. It's about losing access to the most beautiful parts of yourself: your joy, your intuition, your ability to receive love, your natural radiance. Burnout steals all of that. But the good news is you can get it back. Let's start with what burnout actually does to your body and nervous system, because understanding this will help you to see why your femininity disappears when you're burnt out. Burnout shuts down your capacity for pleasure. You stop enjoying things that used to bring you joy. Food doesn't taste as good. Music doesn't move you. Beautiful sunsets don't make you pause anymore. It shuts down your presence. You're physically there, but mentally you're somewhere else, thinking about your to do list, worrying about tomorrow, replaying conversations from yesterday. It shuts down your sensitivity. You become numb to your own emotions and less attuned to other people's emotions. Your intuition gets buried under stress and overwhelm. It literally shuts down your level of emotional openness. You can't fully connect with people because you don't have the emotional bandwidth. You're going through the motions of relationships without actually being present in them. Instead, burnout activates survival mode, and we know what that is. Your nervous system is constantly on high alert, scanning for threats, preparing for the next crisis, trying to see what in the environment could be harmful to you. It creates chronic tension in your body. Your shoulders live up by your ears, your jaw is clenched, your breathing is shallow. It makes you irritable and reactive. Small things that wouldn't normally bother you start to become huge triggers because you have no emotional reserve left. And it creates numbness. This is the hard part. You start to feel disconnected from yourself, from your body, from your emotions, and then eventually from your life. Here's what's crucial to understand. When you're burnt out, you get stuck in masculine energy as a survival mechanism. You start pushing harder, forcing outcomes, overworking to try to get ahead of the overwhelm. You think you can outwork this. You become hyper independent because asking for help feels like one more thing you don't have energy for. You try to control everything because chaos feels threatening to your already overwhelmed nervous system. This creates what I call the feminine masculine burnout loop. The more burnt out you get, the more you rely on masculine energy. But masculine energy without the balance of feminine energy is unsustainable. So you get more burnt out, which makes you rely even more on that reserve of masculine energy. Your femininity fades because your nervous system is chronically tense. Feminine energy requires a regulated nervous system. It requires feeling safe enough to be soft, open, and receptive. Your hormones shift. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which suppresses the estrogen and progesterone. Those are the hormones that support your feminine energy, your curves, your skin, your mood, and your libido. Your emotional bandwidth becomes so low that you can't access that emotional intelligence that is central to your feminine energy. You can't read the room. You can't attune to others. You can't even attune to yourself. And perhaps most importantly, you lose your ability to receive. You can't receive love because you're too stressed to feel it. You can't receive help because you're too overwhelmed to coordinate it. You can't receive rest because you feel guilty about not being productive. But feminine energy is fundamentally about receiving love, support, pleasure, beauty, connection. When burnout shuts down your capacity to receive, it shuts down your femininity. So, how do you reclaim your femininity when you're burned out? It's not about doing more, absolutely not. It's about doing less, but doing it intentionally so you can be more. You don't need hours long breaks. You need 2-minute pauses throughout the day. Close your eyes, take 5 deep breaths, look out the window. These micro moments of rest Start to regulate your nervous system. You need soft mornings. Even if it's just 10 minutes, create a gentle start to your day. No phone, no rushing, no immediately jumping into productivity. Let yourself wake up slowly and set intention for how you want to feel. Practice your no's. Burnout often comes from saying yes to too many things. Start protecting your energy by being selective about what you actually commit to, and allow support. This is huge. When someone offers to help, say yes. When someone wants to bring you dinner, let them. When someone offers to pick up your kids, accept it. Receiving support is feminine and it's essential for healing burnout. You also want to look at how to restore pleasure and joy. Make a list of things that used to bring you joy and intentionally add them back into your life. Listen to the music you love, take baths, eat foods that taste good, watch movies that make you laugh. Pleasure is actually medicine for burnout. And you have to think about regulating your nervous system. Use tools like the 60-second shift we learned yesterday. Practice the soft power pause from day 7. These tools help you move out of survival mode and back into your feminine energy. Here's what you need to understand: reclaiming your femininity from burnout isn't just about feeling better, it's about remembering who you are underneath all the stress and overwhelm. You are not meant to live in constant survival mode. You're not meant to be hard, tense, and disconnected from yourself. You're meant to be soft, present, joyful, and connected. You are meant to receive love, support, and pleasure. You are meant to feel safe in your body and at peace in your life. Burnout makes you forget this. It starts to convince you that stress is normal, that exhaustion is necessary, that softness is a luxury you just can't afford. But your softness isn't a luxury, it's your birthright. And reclaiming it isn't selfish, it's essential. So I want you to start today with one small step. If you're in deep burnout, start with micro rest. Start a timer for every 2 hours and take 60 seconds to breathe deeply. If you're moderately burnt out, add one pleasurable activity back into your day. Something small that brings you joy. If you're in early burnout, focus on your boundaries. Say no to one thing today that you would normally say yes to out of obligation. Remember, healing burnout and reclaiming your femininity is not about perfection. It's about progress. It's about small, consistent choices that honor your well being instead of making you abandon it. Burnout steals your softness, but you can reclaim it. You can take it back. You don't have to choose between success and femininity. You don't have to sacrifice your softness for your goals. You can be ambitious and soft, productive and present, successful and feminine. Make sure you hit subscribe for day 18, where we're talking about the art of feminine communication, how to speak in a way that draws people in instead of pushing them away. Tell me in the comments, what's one sign of burnout that you recognize in yourself? And what's one small step you're going to take today to reclaim your softness? I'll see you tomorrow. I'm Dr. Nicole.